Hello, comrades. In this episode, we strike back against the Lucky Nation for daring to declare war on us, the Key of Slaughters. We'll see how that goes. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Alright everybody, let's start up. We return to the world of Ilathu Muya, the domain of typhoons, and the fortress of Mondulinod, Gravegate. Oh, hello, unexpected raid here. Unchowder, thank you very much for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked. And tonight, we are playing Dwarf Fortress. Oh, did you lead them here? You were also playing Dwarf Fortress? Excellent, excellent. So, this is part 11 of an ongoing YouTube series. Let me fill you in a little bit. And tell me about your Dwarf Fortress, and I will do in kind. So, this is the Fortress of Mondulinod, or Gravegate. You did recommend me? Awesome. So, this fortress is a necromancer tower. As in, we made this tower with the intent to be a necromancer tower. A giant jet block thrust up into the sky. And our reigning monarch is a necromancer. Didn't start off that way. She was first a humble expedition leader. But she has climbed her way up the strata of the Key of Slaughter's civilization. And as the king of our civilization came to visit, she put her final plan into play, and that was to murder the king. And she made an artifact out of his bones, a dwarf bone buckler, strapped to her upper body here. This buckler is made with the remains of the king, and she wears a crown of dwarf bone. For years, we have laid siege to the Tower of Arrow-Platted, barely a day's travel from us, and we finally took the book that we needed for her to become a necromancer. So last time, she showed the king exactly what she wanted for her plans for the future of our fortress. You know, now we should rename her Queen Uzal the Ambitious. Alright, Soda, have a great rest of your night. DF is one of your favorite games. We're playing a modded world with playable kobolds, so your foot is chock full of little gay lizards. I love that for you. We've been having a few kobolds raid every past few years. There was one with the name of Geekus, and I really hope that he's doing okay, because he hasn't shown up for a year or two. But yeah, once we slew the king, we had a so yeah, there's a reason why I decided she wanted to be a necromancer, and that is because this civilization is notoriously corrupt. For the 300-ish years that the Key of Slaughters has survived, every member of its society has suffered from problems of corruption from without by necromancers. And so, when Uzal set out to create this fortress, she had a goal, and that was to become a necromancer herself, and to rule the civilization herself, so that she could root out the corruption and be the guiding hand of the Key of Slaughters. And this has attracted attention from outside. You may notice all of these red icons. Well, this human civilization, the Lucky Empire, must have taken note of our rise in power and has now declared war on us. And we are now being laid siege. They wanted to take an artifact from us in exchange for ongoing peace. We advised them no, and to throw away your lives if you must. If you want to see what kind of mods I'm playing with, you can type !mod list, and it will give you the full range of exactly what I'm playing with. One thing is to have a higher prevalence of animal people, like Ikim Clinch Plunged here, the skunk person. Thank you for the follow. Follows are anonymous, but I appreciate your follow all the same. let's see. Sure, go ahead and pin it. But yeah, the human empire here apparently has a fair few skunk people in. And in addition, we've had a fair few migrants ourselves. We have some elves, we have some dwarves, we have a cardinal man, and we have at least one peach-faced lovebird woman. Which is around here somewhere. Ah, there she is, Thalu. Yeah, the masked lovebird woman Bowman. Came here to hunt monsters. And yeah, I've been doing a little bit of designating things offline, just to give us a little bit more time to actually work with things properly when we're in stream. So yeah. Oh, there's a ghost there. Olin Solon Echo. Wait a second. Olin Solon. Huh. There's no option to actually give him a slab. Oh well, I guess he just lives here now. But yeah, last time we found more of the sacred metal, the adamantine. Look at it. Beautiful. Oh, I hope you feel better soon, Cyrocanu. Have a good rest of your night.
Hey, just so you know, I'm gonna go lurk now.
Yeah, feel better. Alright, so. Let's see. Burrows are fine. We have, we've locked the main doors here for now. We're just gonna let the humans mill around here. Because I have a plan. Let's get that done real quick then. We're gonna start testing some of the defenses of our fortress. Okay, so theirs is a small siege party. Not really something that we necessarily have to be worried about, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't get used to using more unconventional means to defend ourselves. Hello, Zoe. How are you doing today? I think they've spotted a cat wandering around. Yeah, I think they're gonna come and try and kill that cat. How you doing, Zoe? And can we get a shout out for Skylord Zoe, please? A Raven Woman Scholar Necromancer is visiting. Wonder what the humans will make of her. Get shouted out, nerd. My bones. They're my bones now. Let's see here. Can I build a slab for you? We can, and we should. Zoe has been reduced to dust. Okay, so that is going to take the place of... That's going to be a new... it's going to be a new barracks there. We are going to have to start arming a whole bunch more dwarves. Because if we are going to defend against, you know, the world, then perhaps we need to start bringing in more... we need to start converting more smiths, you know? Maybe a couple more mining dwarves too. Archangel over here forging a giant axe blade. But yeah, how you doing, Zoe? You know, I'm just gonna order that to be paved over. We don't need another way for things to start making their way down this level. If a forgotten beast comes in, we want it to be able to, you know, we want to be able to shut it out. We've got a lot of iron being smelted here, and a lot of that being turned into steel. But you know, with the amount of people coming in, we could definitely use some more iron, more steel, and unfortunately, our armor smiths are not all that good. If we're gonna make armor out of the sacred metal down here, the adamantine, then we are going to need our smiths to be better. We've got a whole bunch of steel mail that's set to be made, but I think we should also say work on some iron helmets. Let's say 200 of them. That should be more than enough for our team of smiths to start getting good. And, you know, once they're all legendary armor smiths, then we'll actually work on adamantine armor. Hello, the blue lobster. How you doing? All right, let's see. Where are the humans? Still so many reptile people down here. That's not efficient. Okay. They are still just kind of milling around at the entrance to the map. All right, these are going to be the distraction dogs. What are you constructing? Oh, okay. We're bringing up some statues and stuff. Now that Uzal is the king, it is important that her study reflects that of royalty. So we are making sure that her quarters are lavishly appointed. Whole lot of gem windows full of a variety of different gems, golden and silver statues. Thank you for the head pat, Sid. Thank you for the delicious egg. How are you doing today, Sid? Let's see, her throne room is considered opulent, but it needs to be royal. Her tomb also needs to be a grand mausoleum. She requires more chests, more armor stands. She's got enough weapon racks. She needs 3 more armor stands and several more chests. Oh. Looks like a gremlin is getting into a fight with one of our nobles, someone who is also a necromancer. Oh, looks like a random clerk is helping beat up the gremlin there. Gremlins are mischievous creatures, but not that much of a danger most of the time. Although apparently this one is fighting back and knocking out that poor peasant, and now he's dead. Wow. Rude. Okay, you know what? Let's send the military down to kill it. I suppose just a regular old basic ass peasant is gonna have a problem. Actually, this represents an opportunity. Let's just quickly bring the necromancer back over here. Maybe he'll bring back that peasant. Oh, here we go. Oh boy. Oh, he keeps bringing that back and just keeps dying. Oh wow. Oh, that is. Are you okay there? Are you okay there, Logan? Oh. Okay. Now it's the now it's the gremlin that keeps being raised. Oh god. The necromancer keeps bringing back both of them. Oh geez, this is What is this slab? Wait, why is this slab here? Gomath Onam. This is a sphalerite slab. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. The slab reads, "The secrets of life and death." Did the Baron come in with this slab? Make either cookies or zucchini muffins this week? Hell yeah. That is an interesting development. This necromancer must have already known the secrets of life and death and brought the slab with him. Okay. Looks like the Lost Butcher here finally murdered them. Well, yep. Dwarf Lost Butcher has been found dead many times. Could have just waited. No, that's the thing. We can't actually read people in Fortress mode cannot read the people in Fortress mode cannot read a slab. They can only read books. Okay, looks like the Tower Guard are back to training. Oh, and by the way, we've carved out a little section here in the sand, and we are going to make we're going to make ourselves a little memorial here, because last time we lost a very precious dwarf, and that was Vili of Gravegate. Vili was our fortress's greatest carpenter, so I feel it only fitting that we create a little section for him here. Raw adamantine, praise the miners. Yeah, we make a little memorial for him here out of fine wooden blocks. Ooh, okay, there's another section of adamantine. And it's much lower, it's much closer to the surface. Hang on a second then. Adamantine second vein. Interesting. Wow, there's a whole bunch of it around here. Fascinating. I wonder if some of this is because it takes a little bit to, maybe we actually need a king now before the game spawns in the adamantine. Because the monarch basically will not Monarch basically tells us that we need to start creating a fitting throne room out of adamantine. Not 100% sure on that. Either way, we're going to make some more magma smelters here. And then we also need to make some more iron anvils, I think. Let's just double check and see if we have enough for magma forges. Okay, we've got 2 more anvils. So we can at the very least make a couple more forges. With the sheer amount of people in our fortress that are now weaponsmiths of some variety, it makes sense that we'll want to that we want more forges for them now. Okay, I'm gonna make a separate stockpile here just for the adamantine. Thank you, Zoe. Pat, 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 right back at you. Even this elf performer is dabbling in metal crafting. Wait, Archangel is fighting? Oh, it's a hungry head. Yeah, those hungry heads are starting to be a bit of a nuisance. Okay, meanwhile, we are starting to get ourselves linked up here. We're preparing some traps for the reptile people. My goal is that we have this big old trap hallway here. Then, if any of them make their way past this trap hallway, we'll have a nice little atom smasher to pulverize any of them that make it this far. Let's see, Ast the Planter has slipped into depression. Same bestie. Okay, let's check something here real quick. Are there any dwarves up here right now? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we're gonna lock these hatches so nobody can get back. Uzal will have to wait a little bit. We're gonna open these doors and we are going to allow the humans to besiege us. Where the hell are those humans? Okay, it looks like they have discovered the path. I find it interesting that the human empire has so many skunk people in it. Then again, like it really just goes to show how cosmopolitan this game is. Animal people of the various common skunk who can be found in savage, temperate flatlands and forests. Little over, let's see. In terms of size, they're a little over half the weight of the average dwarf. Some people like skunk men for their foul smell and their distinctive striping. Huh, okay. They don't seem to have discovered a path to us just yet. The doors are open, though. They should be able to detect that there is a way to at least attack some of our people. Of course, the humans have skunk people. Where do you think Ted Cruz went? Gods. Okay. Some of them are stepping in cage traps, which is hilarious. But it makes me wonder what they're seeing down here. Is that just like a stray cat or something? Oh, yeah. There's just a kitten that they're attacking. Or at least they're trying to. Okay, there's a few more humans here. Just having a wander around. This is very aimless of them. Something of a meandering attack here. And yeah, like every time they see the human attackers, the kitten just takes off. Okay, there's another one caught in a cage trap. Then he got lost on the way to Cancun. Okay, you know what? These humans do not have the numbers to scare us. This is not worth our time being afraid of them. We are the key of slaughters. We will not be held captive like this. The gloved adventurers can go after this group of humans here. And the tower guard will take care of these upstarts. Go forth. Couple more kittens just wandering out into the open. Here we go. You convinced the game shows this. You convinced all the game shows us the same studio. Press Your Luck looks exactly like the Millionaire set. Oh, use the same studio. Gotcha. Okay, Petra leading the tower guard. Over here, massive... Oh, looks like a giant tiger got a little bit of a lashing from these humans. But the tower guard are now righteously stabbing the remainder. The siege is broken. We lost a single war dog. That's about it. So now we need to start properly fortifying this place again. We need to reintroduce the moat. And get cutting down the trees. Okay, let's see. Where was the floodgate lever? Is this one it? That's it. Okay. Pull the lever. We're gonna reintroduce the moat. And yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if various game shows all use the same set. Probably a lot of the same company doing it. Cave Fishman Hunter. A criminal, too. and a former warlord from the single cell. He used to be the mitochondria, but now he has been banished. Cash Cav? Oh, Cash Cab? Oh, okay, yeah, I know what the one you mean. All right, let's designate these things to be melted, because there's a lot of like good copper in some of these items. Some bronze, maybe even some silver. Let's see, all of their arrows, their iron, you know, their weapon, their armor is either too big or too small for us, and definitely nowhere near good enough quality for us. But it can be repurposed. Nice. All right, so we have a group of 10 different dwarves who...
It's a raid.
Lilith, thank you so much for raiding. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked. And today, we are doing some Dwarf Fortress. How you doing? Game got too laggy? Oh, gotcha. Well, hey. I'm glad that you decided to stop in. Yeah, streaming a game is definitely different to playing it, because then your computer has to contend with OBS on top of everything else. Need a new console? Yeah, that'll sometimes fix it. Okay, so these people here, we have named them the Volunteers, and there's a reason that they're being called the Volunteers. The position that they are volunteering for is to be, well, they have been chosen to take part in a new experiment. They don't know it yet, of course, but they'll be part of Uzal's new ambitions for a squadron of new and powerful soldiers. Now then, let's take a look at their equipment. We will assign them a uniform of metal armor, and we're going to add in some extra stuff here. We're going to add in a hood and a cloak. Confirm and save uniform. And then we will assign that to the entire squad. They will get to pick their own, they'll get to pick their own weapons, but other than that, the rest is up to them. Yes, if you're looking for a Christmas present for your if you're looking for a Christmas present, then hey, consider going to Ash's Ko-Fi and picking yourself up a Lola plush. You can get it right there. The Forgotten Beast, Agthreb, has come. A towering quadruped composed of bismuthinite. It has 2 short horns and it has a bloated body. Beware its poisonous vapors. This looks like the level with all of the reptile people on. Oh, no, wait. It definitely is not that. It is lower down. And there's a... looks like there's a monster hunter down here. Alright, let's get the tower guard down here, because that forgotten beast has a way into our fortress. I think it sees that birdman and it's going to try and paste him. Makes me wonder how tough bismuth is. It's not that tough a set of material. Didn't even try and destroy it though. Where the hell is it going? Pablo is biting himself and Lenny is biting himself. Pablo shat on you. That sounds about typical for frog behavior. This thing's just having a casual swim through the caverns. So its name is now Agthreb Dank Lonesome. Okay, yeah, it just killed that raven woman with no problem. Looked like she was sleeping, so probably just stomped on the poor creature's head. Meanwhile, looks like we are gathering up a fair amount of raw adamantine. Seems odd that that it would take so much time to just swim around when it has an obvious path to our fortress and several people down there that it's ready to kill. I don't like the fact that it's so close to the water. If our warriors engage it near the water, then we have a problem. All right, everybody, pull back. Pull back to away from the water. Well, there it goes. It is climbing up the rocky surfaces there. Climbing over a vault and just splashing back into the water. Well, even if we don't necessarily get making the adamantine just yet, there's nothing to say that we cannot simply get extracting it. Okay, looks like we're dumping stuff as well. The magma dumping system is working a lot better. It's a lot more efficient than the atom smasher. Okay, we're going to make a couple of iron anvils here, just so that we can get forging with everything else. Are we out of iron again already?
Oh, wow. It's a raid.
Aria Starlight, thank you so much for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked. And today, we're playing some Dwarf Fortress. How are you doing, and what were you streaming? Currently, tracking a forgotten beast. Oh, it went up onto the land for a second there. Wait a second. Why is there only one forgotten beast being tracked? What happened to our web splitter? Surely that's still in the silk farm, right? Don't understand Dwarf Fortress, but it's wild to see people play it. Yeah, I'm glad that people still enjoy it, you know? Hang on a sec. I am... But yeah, what were you streaming tonight? You played some Atlas. Oh, okay. I've seen some people play it. Okay, it is still here. I don't know why it wasn't showing up then. Very strange. But yeah, how is that game? More importantly, though, I don't think I've actually heard of it, like, outside of, like, some people playing it. Like, what exactly kind of game is it? Looks like he's content to just, splash around for now. That makes me uneasy. You gotta deck the holes and immediately play. God damn it, Ash. Do you even have balls? Pretty sure you don't. Early 2000s MMORPG in the best way. Excellent. Alright. This Forgotten Beast needs to stop fucking around. Okay, and then yeah, just gets back into the caverns. Okay, you know what? We'll keep an eye on it, but... Yeah, it's just like I said once, one time I tried to express that we all possess the capacity for masculine energy, and that we all have a way to project that. What I ended up saying was, we all have a dick inside of us. Yeah, the Raven Woman Spearman is dead. We know that. Okay, looks like we're coming up on a break here, folks, so I suggest that you all get up, stretch your legs, grab a drink, do whatever it is that you need to do, and I will be right back.
Is the plan you're looking for?
In the case of nuclear or radiological fallout, people living around potential targets such as military bases and chemical plants may be advised to evacuate. Protection from radioactive fallout will require taking shelter in an underground area or in the middle of a large building. Fallout shelters can be any protected space where the walls and roof are thick and dense enough to absorb radiation. The more distance and time you put between you and the fallout particles, the better. After radiological or nuclear fallout, you shouldn't leave your shelter until officials say so. The length of your stay can range from a day or 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the extent of the contamination. People who are allowed to come out of hiding may be evacuated.
White Tits always does that. I am gonna have to see what the hell is up with that. Oh, it's finally up onto the caverns. Now we can order the tower guard back. Make like a baby goat and get killing. Oh, there are a few people down here that may be in trouble. Oh, that's a child. That child is definitely in danger. And there's a Mox Dwarf who's just happily asleep. Oh boy, let's see. A cave dragon, that might work. As one of the tower guard's bats. Oh, okay, okay. Child has avoided harm. One of the bats has laid down its life. Here is one of the tower guard now, Sarvesh, a spearmaster. Oh, it is laying into the civilians. Well, it is caught now between the cave dragon, which is now bleeding, and a couple of the different fortress guard. There's some children here that they're not bleeding, they are just standing in blood. Okay, okay, it is trapped, surrounded. It has knocked out one of the cave dragons. It looks like its upper body, okay, it is just broken in all sorts of places. But the fact that it's made of a rock means that it's very difficult to actually hurt. Wait, Senshi was fighting? Senshi was here? Looks like the, okay, he was knocked over. His guts are mangled beyond recognition. He kinda needs those. Icon, the weaponsmith has been found dead. Yo, Sentry, you know what you gotta do. Looks like Agthrab has been destroyed. The Forgotten Beast has fallen. Alright, by the power of the gods, by which I mean Twitch chat, you are healed, Sentry. Shit, let's see. We still have a few really good weaponsmiths. Something is rotting terribly in my tavern. That's not a tavern, that's a guild, but yeah, there's nothing here that looks dead. This guy has no health problems. Yeah, I'm not sure what's causing that. Okay, we need more anvils. You know, we'll make some out of steel, just because we've got plenty of steel. Moral rot caused by communism. Okay, let's see. Okay, once we've got those done, we will Ah, yes. 'Tis the stink of capitalism. Okay, we've got some gauntlets finished. Ooh. Fornea has finished a masterpiece coffee cherry feast. There is a lot of food here. Coffee cherry feast. It's a let's see. The ingredients are dog spleen, coffee cherry, minced lime, and more coffee cherry. That's got a hell of a kick to it. Hello, rusted bartender. How you doing? Let's see, this area is being cut out quite nicely. Oh yeah, this one is meant to be for the volunteers. Now I remember. We're expanding our military quite nicely. An elf monster slayer is visiting. Okay. And the queen is demanding more bucklers and querns, and the mayor is saying more goblets. Okay, you know what? We will just we'll just have this Craftsdwarf workshop make some mugs while we're at it. Something deeply sacrilegious and uniquely American about a vapid game show like Press Your Luck, playing Christmas hymns like Silent Night. Yeah, absolutely. That is incredibly American. All right. So this borough here, we're gonna assign Uzal, our queen, to this borough, because this is a tavern that has some booze in it. Might be wondering why we're doing that. Some quarry bush leaf dumplings, excellent. Yeah, let's stop cooking right now, because yeah, we gotta get a whole bunch of that just into just gotta get that into the stockpile to stop it rotting. Raven Woman Spearman has been found dead. Yeah, we're gonna confine Uzal to this area here, which is going to be a proto-tavern of sorts. Well, I say proto, but yeah, it is literally a tavern. I'm gonna get all this magnetite cut out as well, because we have a lot of iron helmets to make. And then we simply melt down the iron helmets, and then we start again. So if we take a look at the headwear here, we've got 55 iron helmets already. And those are nice, but they aren't they aren't good, you know? They're not good enough. All these bronze helmets as well, those definitely need melting down. Like, they're okay, but it could be better. That way we get to recycle all of the different materials that we've gathered. Steel helms are fine. Those bismuth bronze helms, they need melting. Yeah, we're gonna put those back to good use. Okay, this one here, we'll have that one taken over to be our like metal object melter. In fact, we'll have a couple of them. When you're melting down metal objects, it's important not to spread it over too many forges, over too many smelters, because the amount of reclaimed metal that's made available specifically at that one smelter. Then once enough of it is ready, it pops out an ingot of whatever metal it has held in reserve there. Okay, we're gonna make a weapon trap here. And we're gonna include basically all of those obsidian short swords. So we don't want any dwarves actually using them. We just want them in weapon traps down here. Because those reptile people, they don't use they don't use any armor other than perhaps shields. And if there's one thing that obsidian is good at, it's cutting through flesh with no problems. Ah, okay. The Hall of Rocks now has many members in Gravegate. Okay. You know what? I would love for our mining dwarves to have a guild here. It feels only right that one of the most essential pieces of labor in a mountain home should have a dedicated guild hall, don't you? Do you not agree? I think that's grand. Speaking of grandness, Uzal does not think this mausoleum is grand enough. Oh, let's pop some more statues in here then. Nothing but the best for the queen, I guess. And hey, if it wasn't Uzal, it would just be some other damn noble making these kinds of demands. Better her than someone else, you know? Yeah, we'll give over a nice little chunk of land here directly for the Miners Guild. And hey, that'll be really good. Our dwarves are really conscientious when it comes to attending guilds, so it makes sense that we, it makes sense that we have people just wandering into places and learning valuable skills. Okay. Uzal is just kind of hanging around here, so now we need a dwarf to come in and. Once we have a dwarf here, we can get them temporarily appointed. Are you okay? No, you're there to eat. You're there to make chat blocks. Let's see. Lenny is off to brew a drink. Is that who is coming? Okay, yeah. You know what? We'll just wait. Bob the Builder here having a drink. Ah, here we go. Okay, now we lock these two in. Okay, so now we make this area a meeting area. Hello, Life Forcer. How you doing? We make it a temple. We make it a meeting hall. We make it a tavern. And then, let's see, Toulon here. Toulon is going to become a performer. And as a performer, one of the things that that Toulon should do, other than tell stories, is he should also pour drinks. Oh wait, I think there's a problem here. We need there to be a drinking vessel of some sort. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Uzal is jonesing for a drink, and unfortunately, the only way that that will happen is if someone directly pours one for her. We're gonna have to... Yes, yes. Alright, I approve the creation of a mining guild. Alright, get somebody in there to put that... Yep, all dwarves need alcohol to get through the working day, and unfortunately Uzal is disadvantaged in that respect, because she does not have a an appetite for alcohol per se. We're trying to get around that right now. Oh, a cardinal woman is attending a meeting with the queen? I guess not. The amount of practice that goes into mastering a skill is so impressive. Like, I'm curious, tell me everything. Currently socializing and hanging out. Alright, hopefully we can get that resolved at some point. People are busy sprucing up her mausoleum. Hopefully that will be enough. What are the side effects? Medicine for preventing allergic reactions may cause anaphylaxis. I've seen that so much lately. It's like, you know, doing this may cause anaphylactic shock. Like, you know, don't take this if you're like, don't take this if you're allergic to it. It's like, how do I know if I'm allergic to it? It's a surprise. Okay, so this will be the barracks for the volunteers. Volunteers are going to be ready to go. Actually, yeah, constant training. They need to get ready to be the fortress's new super soldiers. Okay, so this area now has some goblets. So now let's see, where is that performer? What's the name? Toulon. Okay, okay. Going off to brew a drink. Okay. Funniest one you've ever seen is medicine for eczema with a warning that it could cause brain clots. Yeah, that shit just doesn't seem worth it at that point, you know? Shit, where did Uzol go? I specifically made this place for her. Oh, she's going off to attend a meeting. Fair enough. Something has collapsed on the surface. Good job, everybody. Almost murdering yourselves by accident. Good shit. Like, yeah, there are so many different medications that just the fucking the side effects end up just not being worth it, you know. Oh geez, a pool of dwarf grease. Oh no, this person's corpse is on fire. How did they get... That's our hammerer. Why is he on fire? How did he get splattered with fucking magma? I do not understand this. Oh, must be this hungry head. They were fighting a hungry head and... oh man. That's rough. Well, such is the price sometimes when it comes to defending the fortress. All right, let's see. We need someone swole to take on the new the role of hammerer. You there? You're a farmer. You know, you probably have some muscle to you. Let's get you in. Alright, looks like we're getting some iron bars back out of these helmets, which is good. Alright, so once again, we need more anvils. We get more anvils, we get more forges. We get more forges, we can forge more stuff. Right, Ash, yeah, just like if you experience an erection more than 4 hours, please contact your doctor so they can give you a high five. Alright, let's see. They didn't even finish digging through. Lazy fuckers. Okay, fine. I will pause the burrow so Uzol can go and attend her meeting. Let's see. She's worried after being kept from alcohol for too long. That's kind of a her problem, unfortunately. A lack of decent meals. You literally do not have the ability to eat. Hello, Archangel. Thank you for the headpads. How are you doing, friendo? Is that the mayor? Okay. I yelled at somebody in charge. I'm relieved. I conducted an official meeting in a bedroom. This is so embarrassing. Does the mayor not have like a proper meeting room? Okay, this is for the... Okay, why does the trade broker have all of this? Oh, they used to be the mayor. Right. Okay, yeah, here you go. This dining hall, this, yeah, this office, they belong to the mayor, as they should. Restaurant B&Q, good shit, good shit. Okay, so she went and yelled at someone in charge. Now we can put her back in the borough. Is this a new fortress? Nope, this is the Fortress of Gravegate. We are just, we did have Monday plans, but they fell through. And that's okay. Let's see. Looks like our armor smiths are slowly getting better. Emphasis on slow. Ah, good. One more anvil, and then we'll have this area filled in. We're doing all of the good smelting down here. We're getting all of our smiths trained up for this very important task. Because last time we found adamantine. I want to make sure that it's good enough. I want to make sure our armor smiths are good enough to... I want to make sure our armor smiths are good enough to handle this precious metal. Shut the fuck up, Ash. You know that that's literally nothing close to what I said. Alright. Let's see. So, can I get this Baron to be a tavern keeper? Probably not, but we'll try. No. Just literally no. Okay, cool. This person is a general. Are they one of our citizens? No. Okay. All good. Okay, we'll order a dwarf to bring a drink into here. Oh hey. This okay, is that goblin capable of... No, they what, just a visitor or something? Yeah. Yeah, I really like this. This is Stream Beats by Harris Heller. If you like their stuff, then please go and check out their channel. They are they're an excellent music creator. They make music with the aim in mind that it should be stream safe, you know? Something that you can play DMCA free. Okay, okay, that's a general, that's a baron. I'm gonna get a bunch more people trained up as miners. Okay, okay. Toulon is coming back in to brew up some drinks. God, get out of the door. Okay, okay. I need this sheep out of the way of the door. Okay, okay. You know what? Okay. Okay, we have some goblets and mugs. Now, Toulon is gonna finish brewing up that drink. Yes, they gotta practice mining. They gotta practice smithing. Get themselves that good shit, you know. Okay, here we go. Serve dwarven rum. So, he grabs a goblet, and he should be able to force that rum directly into Uzol's mouth. Oh, there we go. She feels euphoric due to inebriation. There we go. We have served alcohol to the queen. And we have, therefore, mentioned that she has... Okay, now we can shut down this meeting hall for a little bit. Perfect. We have solved the alcohol problem. If she is ever getting down due to a lack of drinks, we can simply come along and pour alcohol into her mouth. Okay, so now this area. This is going to be the guild hall for the Hall of Rocks. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just repaint this real quick. There we go. The Shadow of Depth. Now we get all this smoothed out, and then we get some good furniture in here, and the dwarves will be ready to start teaching others how to hit rocks with picks. Perfect. All right, looks like the volunteers are learning how to fight. Perfect. I taught wrestling. I'm very proud. Yeah, we're gonna get these lot training until they are legendary and strong. Then we're gonna get Uzol in there to augment them even further. We're also going to do something else with the water. We've got a couple of different uses for the water. One of which is to create the reanimation chamber, and the other is to do something that we did in the previous fortress, something I like to call combat therapy. Where we get a bunch of dwarves together, and we basically put a mist generator in their barracks so that they can whack at one another with training weapons and feel better. Let's see, how is Archangel? Archangel appears to be doing... yeah, Archangel's pleased right now. We took him out of the military so that he could spend more time with Uzal, and right now he is busy making a rock grate. That's going to be part of the filtration system for the mist generator. Let's see, this is a masterpiece. I'm very satisfied. Feels satisfied at work. Feels gratitude remembering the acceptance of a petition for the guild hall for the Miners Guild. Eating a wonderful dish, talking with an acquaintance. Excellent. Yeah, just seems to be doing pretty well. What is the fighting here? Oh, right, yes. We just popped open a couple of cages so that we could fight some of those zombies. Now that they are dead, we can start melting down the stuff that we want to melt down. These bronze bolts, this iron crossbow. We'll keep the flail because we don't have the ability to make flails ourselves. Yeah, just a good way for us to train up our people. Send them directly into the jaws of the of our people. Got a couple of hostages here. We'll train our people up, and we'll train them up well. So while we did capture or kill most of those humans, okay, yep, cool. Looks like the moat is ready again. While we did capture or kill most of those humans, I think they need to learn a lesson. They need to learn that the key of slaughters is no pushover. They need to learn that they cannot simply attack us. What does the Living Gods mod add? It allows creatures like mega beasts, such as like Ettins, giants, and that sort of thing, to pose as just to like live among like regular people, you know? It allows them to come in and assert themselves as citizens and such. Yeah, I think it's great. It like adds a little bit of extra. Oh shit! Wow, everyone. Okay, no, I only want select people to actually do this. I only want certain people making iron helms. We've got to level up our armor smiths, you know. That's not going to work if just anybody is making them. We're going to use the water to turn the frogs gay. We don't have any gay chemicals to put in it. But yeah. Right here, I think this is where we should make our first move. This human hamlet right here. The human hamlet of Mighty Crest. They are not that far away from us. About 200 people, part of the Lucky Empire, and one of the sorts most likely to have done that invasion. So we're gonna send the Gloved Adventures out, and we're gonna see if we can steal some stuff from there. The Gloved Adventures are our best people when it comes to stealing. If it turns out that they get detected, well, I guess we'll just have to end up smashing whoever it is that tries to stop us. Oh, that's a dwarf pale corpse. I think that must have been a necromancer that brought this thing back to life. Okay, it doesn't appear to be hostile. So I guess we'll just leave it there. Let's see, we need bucklers and we need querns. Some leather bucklers, some rock querns. And we need... the mayor demands tables. Okay. Wooden table. Excellent. Speaking of wood, yes, we need to continue making this here. The memorial to Villy of Gravegate. Nice little wooden chamber. And then here we can put a slab to his memory. None of those are the right dwarf. You could say that, Ash, but I won't. Okay, so we're going to engrave another slab. That's going to be to Villy of Gravegate. We'll put it in the nice wooden memorial for him. Put some wooden doors there. You know, whatever other carpenter takes up the challenge, we'll have to live up to his reputation eventually. Cornea has cooked a masterpiece, as is to be expected. Cat meat lasagna. It looks like Garfield got too close to it. The ingredients are pig lung, cat meat, dog meat, and cat meat. Adamantine, yes. Give me more. What are these strands now? Oh. Ghostly.
Go, Onion!
Oh.
I need to collect the tools.
Absolutely. How you doing today, Zero Life? Let's get extracting the metal strands, and let's smelt some of these wafers. It's AIM? You'll have to forgive me, the name doesn't ring a bell. I like to think I'm usually pretty good with names, but this one escapes me. Broken. Oh, yeah. Okay, welcome back. How are you doing? We are gonna have so much steel by the end of this. Or maybe we won't, because we're just cranking our way through it and making some damn good armor in the process. There. Let's see. Quacker Enterained wants to eradicate monsters? Sure. They are welcome to do so. Thank you for the head pats. Hope you're doing well today. Huh, yeah, this dwarf pale corpse is just kind of wandering about. I have been told that that they do tend to just sit there for a bit before they try to join up. Okay, yeah, you know what? Let's make a statue, and we will have it related to Villy of Gravegate. We'll pop that in there with the slab, just to make sure that, oh hey, the Gloved Adventures have returned, and they have all of their numbers with them. Let's take a look at the report. Raid Mighty Crest. The Key of Slaughter slipped into Mighty Crest undetected. Let's see, we searched, and we stole treasure. Excellent. What kind of treasure did you steal? Donkey leather armor, a dice, some copper bars, emerald dye. Okay, I like that. An anvil. We stole an anvil right as we finished making one. Beautiful. Perfect. That's exactly the kind of fucking coincidence that that I like to see here. Right as we finished building the anvil that we needed, they go ahead and bring another one in. Well, you know what? That's fine. That just means that we can put in another forge here. Raid Mighty Crest sounds like one of the names from ST3K Space Mutiny. You're not wrong. You're out of line, but you're not wrong. So, now that we know that we can raid the place, I think it's time that we attack it. After all, our people, the Gloved Adventures, are used to fighting vile necromancer creatures. You know, they're used to fighting experiments, zombies, nightmares of all sorts. What are a few humans gonna do to them? They are our finest hammerlords. And the humans really need to pay for what they presumed to do to us. I expect no less than violent retribution. Alright, so instead of raiding, we will pillage, openly attack them.
Oh, wow. It's a raid.
Flannelfawn, thank you so much for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked. And today, we're playing some Dwarf Fortress. How was Serial Cleaners? Did you, Did you cover up any good murders? Any bad murders? Did you murder anyone at all, or is it just a game about cleaning? It was neat. I'm glad to hear. So this is the fortress of Gravegate. Our queen is a necromancer, and she has ordered us to begin answering the people. Begin answering the attacks that have been perpetuated against our fortress. The humans of the Lucky Empire have decided that we are a threat. So we're gonna end this war one way or another. Don't murder anyone that isn't already dead. That does, it sounds difficult to murder someone that isn't already dead. Let's clear the rewards queue. Thank you, Sid. Alright, meanwhile, Serial Cleaners is a stealth cleaning game because cops are patrolling the whole time. Oh, so you trying to remove, like, evidence? Thank you, Sid. I hope you're having a good day. Evidence, bodies, and blood. Gotcha. Okay. That's really cool. Meanwhile, we've got some reptile people here that are wandering the caverns, and I don't like them being there because they keep trying to break in and murder all of us. So we're preparing a few tricks here to try and take care of them. Okay, this area is done. This will be our Miners Guild Hall. We've got plenty of iron thrones here for our dwarves. A testament to what kind of cool stuff you can dig out of the ground.
Oh, wow. It's
Another raid. Turtle, thank you so much for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked. And tonight, we're doing some Dwarf Fortress. What are you streaming tonight? You like the idea of like stealthily cleaning up the evidence of murders? Like, it sounds like a really cool concept. Doing some art? I love that. We love artists here. Artists are the backbone of the VTuber community. Without artists, we would not have VTubers. Gameplay loop is great in the fort. Oh, so you have different characters to play as well? That's interesting. The old dwarven Atom Smasher yet? Well, as it happens, Fate Longname, we're about to try that out. We use an Atom Smasher for garbage disposal, partly, but also we have a, we're gonna test out an Atom Smasher here. Loved adventures have returned. Not a single casualty. Let's check out the report and see what happened. They pillaged the hamlet of Mighty Crest. The Key of Slaughters attacked the Fellowship of Phrasing of the Lucky Empire at Mighty Crest. The dwarf Aurelia led the attack, and the defenders were led by the elf Lenny Sweetness Bandit. One of the characters speaks exclusively in Millennial Brainrod, because she's a hacker in the 90s. Oh, I love that. That's fantastic. Wrong Lenny, Ash. Okay, let's see. So, Aurelia had a cunning plan, and the attackers had a strong positional advantage. We clashed with 2 humans and slew them. Clashed with 6 dwarves and slew them. Struck down an elf. Struck down another elf. Let's see. Struck down another elf and another elf. Pom struck down another elf. Looks like a dwarf was struck down here. The elf who was leading everything was struck down by Uvad here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm doing really well. Lenny unironically sounds like a Lisa the Painful character. I'm pretty sure we've killed a Lenny in Lisa the Painful. If not, then we totally should have. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we must have just killed everyone that was there to kill. And then we looted a couple of books and then some treasure. a goose parchment sheet, some rope-reed trousers, a quiver, a menacing copper spike, a hood. Okay, we are still at war with them, but you know, we could be more at war with them. Your favorite Lisa character will always be Gary the Hot Soup. Soup's on. It's a, you know, Lisa is a hell of a series, you know. It is one of the series of all time. I have been asked if I'm going to stream, or if I'm going to play Lisa the Joyful, or any of the, like, or like Lisa the Painful on pain mode. And the answer to that is yes, but not now. Because I want to break from the Lisa games before I do so. Yeah, have a good post-stream self-care, Fawn. I really appreciate you coming in. I thank you for trusting me with your audience, and I hope that you have a wonderful night. All right, everybody is busy assembling the guild hall. Let's engrave the walls. Let's give it more of an air of respectability. Let's see, the West Coven and the Sect of Braving want temples here. Let's see, who is the Sect of Braving? Sect of Braving worships Savot, the god of fortresses and war. You know what? We have just appointed a new military squad. Maybe we should put it directly across from the tavern. Place to get drunk and have war. All right, hey, have a good night, Turtle. Really appreciate you coming in. Thank you for trusting me with your audience, and I hope you have a wonderful night. All right, let's see. Time to start butchering up some animals for leather. We are apparently fully out of leather. And we desperately need to cull some of these farm animals. Looks like one of our babies has grown up to be a child. Uzal has created a masterpiece set of unicorn bone bolts. Beautiful. Okay, her mausoleum is up to the task. Apparently her throne room is not opulent enough. This is not opulent enough for you? All right, more statues. Yeah, the dwarves are gonna love having to haul iron statues up these many flights of stairs. But you know what? It is what the queen desires. We'll engrave some of this so that there's more fresh artwork in between. Up the value of her room. Alright, yes, we will allow for the Sect of Braving, because we definitely will want a god of war and fortresses. Alright, Tibbs, thanks for being here. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, and it looks like we are in the middle of a break, so I'm going to take another quick break here myself to feed Zelda. So I will be right back.
Is the plan you're looking for?
In the case of nuclear or radiological fallout, people living around potential targets such as military bases and chemical plants may be advised to evacuate. Protection from radioactive fallout will require taking shelter in an underground area or in the middle of a large building. Fallout shelters can be any protected space where the walls and roof are thick and dense enough to absorb radiation. The more distance and time you put between you and the fallout particles, the better. After a radiological or nuclear fallout, you shouldn't leave your shelter until officials say so. The length of your stay can range from a day or 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the extent of the contamination. People who are allowed to come out of hiding may be evacuated.
in the meantime, what? I heard the game. I had the game running, whilst I went to do a quick break here, and when I come back, I guess the mining must have already happened because the reptile people have broken through. So now we watch as they get absolutely shredded on their way to get murdered. I see your DM. I did not. Let me check something here. Oh, I did not mean to do it that way, but thank you for bringing it to my attention. Okay, the dwarf is freaking out here, but yeah, we're just carving through them with industrial strength here. Okay, load cage trap. I don't think that's gonna happen, my guy. Okay, we're gonna lock this dwarf in here because he's gonna need to start pulling levers. Okay, he has broken through. Okay, yeah, they've broken through to this this particular yeah, they've broken through one set of the weapon traps. Let's see, okay, you are currently constructing a building. What kind of building, though? Oh, Sid is over here to, like, clean up some of the blood. Not ideal. Okay, yeah, I need y'all to... to leave that area. There we go. Okay, now we lock that. We lock that. And we unlock these. The reason that we unlock it is because, oh, hang on. Never mind. We don't do that, I guess. I guess we lock that, and then we're gonna pull this lever because the Atom Smasher has not been linked up. Oops. We're gonna have to wait until, okay. Crunch. Okay, yeah, we just squashed some of those reptile people. And now we'll unlock this. Oh, it's autumn. So the trade caravan should be coming soon. Trade caravans should be much bigger now that we are the mountain home. Okay, you know, let's get the tower guard down here to wet their spears on reptile people blood. We'll reclaim this area and set the traps back up. Meanwhile, I think the hamlet of Mighty Crest, we can pillage that once again. Once the tower guard get down there, we will. Okay, it looks like the Guild of Rocks is ready. We'll allow citizens to congregate here, so that our current miners can teach other people how to mine. With all of that done, we can finally start teaching people. We'll get the whole fortress learning how to mine and how to weaponsmith at this rate. There are a few reptile people here that are trapped. And they will be good combat practice. We're going to unlock these doors now that there's only a few of them to get in. That should let us shred more of them with the whatever weapon traps are left. The final few that are here are beaten, incredibly exhausted. They will not be prepared for our spear masters. Some of them are even wounded. All right, we unlock the door, we let them in, and we fight. Oh boy. Odom here is in a martial trance because there are a lot more of them than was initially let on. I guess we're gonna have to fight harder than we thought. But that's okay. We may be backed into a corner, but that is where dwarves fight the hardest. Because when dwarves are outnumbered, they gain a martial trance, where it becomes much easier for them to stab people. Battle rages. I must press on. Kill. Sure, there are 30 of them. We're outnumbered like 3 to 1. I don't fancy their chances. There are 10 dwarves here. Let's see. This idiot looks like he's forgotten his helmet, but actually, no, he does have a bismuth bronze helmet. His just character portrait doesn't show it properly. We'll grind them down. We will demoralize them with the sheer weight of the numbers of their losses. We'll make them panic, make them sloppy. And then, when they have no hope left, we finish them. Oh shit, we actually lost someone. What did we lose? Oh no, Odom the Demon Biter. Damn. That is unfortunate. Well, such is life here in the fortress. We will need to get a replacement. Sarvesh here was part of the king's command here. Already a legendary spear dwarf. Perfect. And now their bodies are just choking this hallway. We will unforbid all of their weapons here and order them to be melted down, because they have a great many weapons and many of them are good quality. At least they're all standard quality, but they're made of a lot of metal that we don't necessarily have access to here. There's copper, there's bismuth bronze, there's just regular bronze. There's even quite a few steel ones here. Icod the Administrator has been found dead as well. Oof. Well, Their sacrifices will be remembered. What is Sehan doing down here? Picking up a glove, apparently. Just like, okay, this glove is mine now. Exactly. Plenty of plunder that we can use to, we can refine that into metal. And then use that to make some damn good items.
Thank you for patronizing.
Loved Adventures have returned.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you for the follow. Follows are anonymous, but very much appreciated. Welcome to the Cocktail Lounge. You are follower number 1611. How you doing tonight? Okay, so we attacked Mighty Crest once again. There's a new elf defending the hamlet. Imara Wave Owls. Looks like we clashed with some dwarves, slew them. An elf got knocked down. Aurelia killed Imara Wave Owls, the leader of their defense. Looks like we clashed with 2 humans and slew them. The forces of the Pale Jesters searched Mighty Crest, found a book, and stole treasure. It's your bedtime, but alright, have a good night. I appreciate your very kind words, Zoe. Sleep well. There'll be a Dwarf Fortress stream on Friday? Most likely, yes. Just today, my co-host was indisposed. Hi, Caitlin Kitty. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress on a Monday. I was just saying, yeah, my co-host was unable to. They were not up to streaming today, so I figure, why not do more Dwarf Fortress? Well, technically, I allowed everybody to decide. It was a choice between either this or Viola the Heroine's Melody. Thank you for the headbands. And the people decided on more Dwarf Fortress. Not a metal object. Doing good. Also losing it at Molotov Cocktail VTuber. Another trans VTuber. I love that. Welcome, comrade. I'm always glad to find people who have certain overlaps. Thank you. It's I would love to say that I did that on purpose, but it's
trans fights.
it is purely coincidence. Oh, iron mechanisms are made in the mechanics workshop now. I thought they'd been made at the forge, but I guess not necessarily. Busy Puff down here making some iron mechanisms. Let's see, this weaponsmith has a baby with them. Have they learned anything yet? No. Fair enough. We have a large number of dwarves here working hard to decorate things and also extract the metal strands from the adamantine. And from there, we are making wafers out of the adamantine. Now, adamantine is a very strange metal because it is a... It's a really just... Okay, so it takes 3 times as much of any adamantine. It takes 3 times the amount of adamantine as it does anything else to make something. So let's say a steel longsword costs 1 iron ingot to make. It costs 3 adamantine wafers to make an adamantine longsword. So just like a steel breastplate would cost 3 steel bars, it takes 9 adamantine wafers to make a breastplate. but it does have some fantastic properties. The properties include it is tougher than any other metal that we can reliably make. It's also capable of holding an incredible edge. And on top of that, it is lighter than cork, like the kind of cork that you'd put in a bottle. So it's capable of making a razor-thin, incredibly sharp weapon that can cut through almost anything. And it's capable of making armor that, whilst being wafer-thin, will block a lot of damage. It's also not very good when faced up against blunt weapons, and it's also terrible at making blunt weapons because it has the same weight as like cork wood. It also does not. It's also terrible at making a bludgeoning weapon. You might as well be hitting someone with like a Nerf bat. Hey there, princess. Can I get a shout out for index page, please? Cock. Looks like our, I was gonna say our people from the mountain home have arrived, but that's no longer true, is it? They are no longer our comrades from the mountain home. They are our comrades from the outer lands. Because they no longer, they're no longer our fellow people. They are in fact, we are the mountain home now. They pay fealty to us. During Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. Ah, yes. A very, that sure is a number, and that sure does make sense, I'm sure, if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan. You can do vassalage in this game. Wish Remote had that. Hi, Renetta. How you doing today, huh? So yeah, there are a couple of different ways that you can create, like, vassals, per se. One of which is you become the mountain home. And one of the other ways is sometimes if your mountain home is prosperous enough, then other people will just start, other villages will just start popping up around you. And you can ask them to send you workers if you're ever like short on numbers. So yeah, they'll just send people out to you on demand. And thank you for the hug. I hope you're doing well, Renetta. Seems like stuff with Penny is doing well as far as the Union is concerned. I'm really glad that the Union is willing to have her corner, you know? It's very hopeful in these shitty-ass times. As I said to her, I hope they throw the book at her workplace, followed by the bookcase, and then the library, brick by goddamn brick. You know, since we stole a bunch of dye, and we should have milled a few plants by now, we should have some emerald dye to dye cloth. What's going on with Penny? Her workplace refused to do an order to accommodate her disability. As a result, Penny has contacted her union, and they have agreed to fight for her. yeah, they wanted her back in the office, and yeah, she was saying, you know, she has a disability, and they were like, we don't care. And then they twirled their mustaches villainously. Because they could. So then the union is like, fuck that. Okay, trade caravan is still unloading their goods. So whilst they're unloading their goods, we should have... here we go. Get dyeing that cloth. If we're gonna make some... Oh! The forgotten beast, Usasp Esnustus, has come. A great anaconda with lidless eyes. It has thin wings of stretched skin, and it appears to be emaciated. Its dark brown scales are oval-shaped and set far apart. Beware its noxious secretions. Is this in... Oh, it is IRL. Yeah, we are talking very much about a real-life occurrence. Oh, hey. The anaconda here is just going to run right into the reptile people, where it will probably kill a couple of them and then die. Might not even kill any of them. It is getting surrounded, and yep, it's rapidly dying. I guess they didn't want no anaconda. Oh, it killed one of the lizard people, reptile people. Its name translates to Usasp the Hollow Knot. Oh, whoa. Well, it killed 2 reptile people before it died. Well done. Apparently snakes do not have eyelids, so that's just a normal snake. I mean, yeah, that's fair, but you know, try telling the game that. Okay, yeah. I mean, I can see why you would have thought that, you know, because we were gonna play Penny Larceny today, and you may not have known that I do also have a friend called Penny Senseless. Oh, you thought... Okay, yeah, we're all just thinking that we're talking about other things, yeah. Penny? Oh no, don't... Big Bang Theory is not funny, you know? You can tell that it's not funny because, you know, if you play it without the laugh track, it's just not funny anymore. So, you can see normally here, they would normally say greetings from the mountain home, but now that we are the mountain home, they say greetings from the outer lands. It's like autism. Super Mario Brothers reference. Wonderful. Thank you for your business. Yes, give me all of your give me all of your metals. Got a whole bunch of cool gems as well. Yeah, we will trade you our finest tattered clothing and skulls. Have that beehive, a whole bunch of jugs of honey. We don't need any of these blocks. All of that glass could be useful. We could turn that into gems. Only you've seen Surreal Entertainment's rendition of Big Bang Theory, you're not missing much. Like, it was okay at the time when we didn't have anything better, but in hindsight, it, you know, just was not as funny as we all maybe thought. You know, looking back, it's like, oh, this is really uncomfortable, and you know, Maybe we left because we just didn't have a whole lot of good representation for nerdy people at the time. But yeah, like a lot of this is just downright mean-spirited and just kind of cringe and like really misogynistic. Let's see, they've got some satin spar, ooh, galena, okay, an ore of silver and lead, gold nuggets, they've got clay, they brought platinum nuggets, okay, we can get those smelted up. I love that, yeah, all of this good stuff. We'll take a couple of bits of rope, sure. You never know when you need some nice rope. Some flasks and water skins for our dwarves. A puzzle box for the kids, some toy boats, a toy hammer. You know, the kids have got a cave dragon, 2 cave dragons. A male and female. Honestly, it's probably not worth trying to raise cave dragons because it takes like thousands of years for them to reach their full size. But we can definitely assign those dragons to members of our military. We'll assign them to the Tower Guard, since the Tower Guard are forever bound to work and fight at the tower.
Cocktail lounge. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you for the follow. Follows are anonymous, but always appreciated. Welcome to the Cocktail Lounge. You are follower number 1613. Yeah, cave dragons are some of the most ferocious war animals in the game. So if we can get them assigned to the Tower Guard, then there is no telling the kind of just murderous energy they can bring. Oh, you know what? Even better. Uzol, you know, our Queen Uzol, like any dwarf, wants to learn how to fight as well. So we should assign her own military squad. We can name them the Queen's Guard and everything. Can have pet dragons in the base game, right? Technically yes. It's not advised in the current version of Dwarf Fortress because dragons, as in like regular fire-breathing dragons, they are mega beasts. And mega beasts have a programming quirk where they will attack any military dwarves that they see. It does not matter how tame they are, doesn't matter how well trained they are. If their programming forces them to attack any military dwarves that they see. And because of that, they're basically just not reliable. Rick. Yeah, they kind of are, I guess. Okay, we've traded for one of the dragons. Let's see if we can afford any more. Yeah, we'll give them a couple of barrels of meat. We've got so much food that we don't know what to do with half of it. Oh, a barrel of eggs. Okay, cool. Prepared food. Not bad. This barrel full of seeds is apparently really valuable. I'm okay with giving that up. Do we have any more finished goods? Okay, let's bring over some of these like bins of armor. Maybe the armor bins will have something that is worth it. Some more finished goods. We'll get rid of some of those. Alright, dwarves, bring up the remaining items that I want to trade. Alright, we'll unload the first dragon over here. Then we'll get it trained up. So apparently, okay. Let's get a buckler done real quick here because the queen demands bucklers. But yeah, Mega Beasts are basically all like that. And that applies to things like dragons, rocks, anything that can be trained up like that. Anything that was a Mega Beast that you can train and raise up like that, if they were a Mega Beast, then they will always attack guards. So they can be useful as a security feature, but only if you keep the military away from them. We still have a whole bunch of iron helms to make. What are our armor smiths like? We've got a couple of adequate armor smiths. We have hundreds of bars of iron. Not a whole lot of steel. Only 4 adamantine wafers so far. Alright, we're waiting for a couple more trade items to be ready, and then we'll continue trying to get that other dragon. Alright, so this will be the temple that was asked for, the sect of braving. Make a platinum altar for it, and a couple of platinum doors. Uzal is currently just spinning some thread. Ah, she's made a whole lot of unicorn hair thread. If we ever need to stitch up any injuries, then we'll have some very fancy sutures. We've got a doctor. We don't have a diagnostician, really? Okay, yeah, you can be a doctor. Okay, we've got a doctor, we've got a diagnostician, we've got a surgeon, and then a bone doctor. Okay, we got everybody that we need. Okay, now we have more stuff up here to trade with. Okay, they got a lot more than just that dragon. Let's see, though. They brought a lot of parchment. I don't think that we need as much parchment anymore, of course. We have no need for it. We could probably do with some of the with some of this stuff, though. We could probably melt some of it down if it really came to that. Ooh, okay. They have they got some fruit that we could brew up here. And they have plenty of leather. We definitely have a high demand for leather, because we go through a whole lot of it. Okay, there's the other cave dragon. Sell them as prepared food, this meat. Sell off all of this clothing that we've looted from invaders. You know, these giant iron axe blades could probably go for quite a bit. And yeah, I'm sure they can afford to take some, especially now that we've taken a couple of cave dragons off of them. They were good practice for our weaponsmiths, and we can always make more. Iron bow? Yeah, we don't need no bows. That's like... those are not dwarven weapons. We cannot create arrows by ourselves, so why bother keeping the bows? Some wooden armor that was taken from some invaders. We got no need for it. What was this that's worth 40,000 dwarf bucks? Let's see, it was called Rigoth. Let's see. Oh, it's a flowing metal hood. Let's don't use bows, they use guns. Yeah, it would be cool. And if you're looking for a mod that uses guns, then they would point out that there is such a thing as the Long Night mod, which takes place on an Earth that did not necessarily exist. It takes place on an Earth that's set in the far future, and it is it's basically just a sci-fi mod. And if that sounds like something that's right up your alley, then I would recommend that you check it out. It's you have all sorts of stuff there, like cybernetics. You have like weird like nanotech creatures that are hell-bent on destroying everything on Earth. Autonomous dragon cruisers that are like massive cybernetic dragons with like AI wired into their brains. All sorts of stuff. If you get a PC and you can afford Dwarf Fortress, can check it out. Fair enough. Let's see. Yeah, we will trade that for all the good stuff that we want from you. And let's see. All the scrolls. Yeah, we'll take those. We got no need for cheese. We'll take all of the parchment, though. Okay, cool. We have everything that we need from them. Let's take it on back. Yeah, there's even the possibility for things like power armor, which is really badass. Okay, with that, let's get the other dragon down here. And then we'll get them both trained up. We've got a whole bunch of giant bats that we can train up to be hunting giant bats as well. Alright, so with the trading over, let's see. The human hamlet of Mighty Crest, we are going to we're going to see about raising it to the ground. Our enemies have crossed us one too many times. And they're gonna learn what happens when they cross the Key of Slaughters. Ah, okay. Yeah, looks like a whole bunch of our cloth is now getting nice and dyed up a brilliant emerald green. We got plans. Plans to make all sorts of fine clothing. And then once we have enough good clothing, we can, once we've got enough good clothing, we can start putting together another combat therapy place. Combat therapy is basically just a bunch of dwarves just bashing one another on the head whilst they stand under a fine mist. It lets them just get in touch with their need for martial prowess. Alright, let's get some statues in here. Every temple looks good with statues in. Exactly. They love learning about how to fight. It's just a thing every dwarf needs to know. A couple of iron altars here. And then once this place is classy enough, we need a priesthood for it. Couple of coffers in here. And then we'll put some iron thrones in here so that people can sit and listen to any sermons given by our priests. Such short sayings, you know. They do have a lot of capability of kicking large amounts of ass. There's so much miasma down here. That's one of the only problems with letting those people in is just it's just too much stink. This is a very unusual volcanic wall. Never seen something quite like this before. But hey, there is raw adamantine on the outside. So maybe we start carving away at a little bit of it. Scarlet Willow, hello, how you doing, hon? It's good to see you. Can I get a shout out for Scarlet Willow, please? Okay, half of the iron helms have been finished. Okay, Zaneg here is currently bashing out some steel greaves here. He's a novice armor smith. Fine, I'll do it myself. Okay, thanks. I'm glad to hear it. Some migrants have arrived, despite the danger. Well, we can certainly always use more laborers. Yeah, I think we've got everything that we want out of this. Actually, ooh, we could melt down some of this stuff. Yeah, grab those bolts. We can probably use them with our Marks dwarves, or just straight up melt it all and make more stuff. What's the shout? Yeah. Hope you get the chance to stream again soon. Okay, plenty of strands here. A lot of demand for smelting. Probably why we don't have so many adamantine wafers right now. Alright, is this ready? Not yet. You can recognize a priesthood once this is a temple. Okay. I guess we need more furniture put in place. Damn, that child is swole, just like carrying a big old iron altar in there, right? Like that. Very close to being recognized as a temple. Get all that put in place. This is called the Remarkable Cathedral. And our priest is known as the Holy Blaze. Alright, Tyrus, looks like you don't have a whole lot to do, so you shall become the Holy Blaze of the Sect of Braving. Now people can come in here and pray to Savot, the god of war and fortresses. How did you get stranded? I don't know. Go on. Off you go.
Oh, whoa. It's a raid.
Izzy, thank you so much for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked. And tonight, we are playing some Dwarf Fortress. Some plans fell through, but I figured there's always time for dwarfing. How you doing, huh? And what were you streaming tonight? Doing some just chatting? What were you chatting about? It's reading through an old nano novel you wrote. Oh, nice. Yeah, I did do some writing at one point, and I will admit, probably wasn't great looking back in hindsight. And that's okay. I think it's gonna be one of those, what do you call it? Let's see. Like what is referred to as like a trunk story? A story that you keep in the trunk at the foot of your bed and then never show anyone. And then right as right as you're on your deathbed, you hand it to somebody and you're like, burn this, please. Let it never see the light of day. It's a good way to put it. Yep, that was, who was that? That was Patrick Rothfuss who described it that way. And, you know, he is, I haven't looked back on his work as of late, but, you know, I've heard that his King Killer Chronicles have not aged well. Oh, the gloved... They're missing someone? Did someone die from our legendary squad? Okay, okay. We led the attack. We were murdering the hell out of the dwarves. Out of the elves. Let's see. We looted treasure. Then why is there someone missing? We rampaged throughout the place. Okay, why is there someone missing from the Gloved Adventures? Except in your case, you opened it up to the public domain for... yeah. You know, I applaud your your strength there when it comes to showing off your early work, because not everyone would do that. Hello, Pixel. How you doing today? What are you doing all the way out here? Probably collecting something. So yeah, it seems like the reptile people are just, they're just destined to clog up that layer of the caverns. Hi, Pixel. You having a good night? Thank you for saying hello. Your PD enthusiasm overrides your fears easily. Why? I appreciate, like, I applaud that. That's fantastic. Headed to bed? Totally understandable, yeah. Thank you for stopping in, at least. Yeah, the dwarfing is going well. I'm having fun, as I always do with dwarves. Long dig the dwarfs. Yeah, we've got a thriving fortress here. We are the capital of our civilization, and we are currently waging war upon the humans, because the humans had the audacity to attack us. Like, I don't even know why they attacked. There doesn't seem to be any logical reason for them to have done so. You know, we haven't attacked them. We did not Long dig the dwarves. Yeah, but yeah, I don't. They're like they haven't like given any demands or any ultimatum. So I don't know why they declared war. All that I know is that they may have started the war, but we are definitely going to we're gonna finish it. Yeah, they are probably envious of us because we know how to make steel and they do not. To simply envy. That is actually a fact in this game. Dwarves are the only ones who, culturally, know how to make steel. Release Fenwetha. Okay. Apparently there's somebody here whose prison sentence is up. And they were trying to... The captain of the guard was trying to release them. Let's see. One of these people? Oh, they're in a cage over here. Somewhere. Maybe we can release them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's put them in the unicorn pasture and we'll let them out. They have served their sentence after all. Gotta feed your froggy belly. Yeah, have a good night, and thank you once again, Izzy, for entrusting me with your audience. For those of you who are still here, if you need to get up and stretch your legs, if you need to grab a drink, if you need to get a snack, or if you just need to head on out, I totally understand it. Thank you very much for being here. Otherwise, feel free to get comfy. Must have run out of fluxstone because our steel production has slowed down. Oh yeah, let's take a look at that memorial. This is a chirp memorial to Vili of Gravegate. The slab reads, "In memory of Vili of Gravegate, San Reb Thicot, born 237, bled to death, slain by the monster of Nekaspa Rosmo Guts Belches in Rizlu Nethu, the Siege of Hatchets, in the year 320. Almost lived 100 years. Here we go. This temple is done. Dedicated to the god of war and fortresses. A very typical dwarven god. Fornair is currently rendering some fat here. Granularized syrup? Sure, why not? Ooh, okay. The sector breathing wants a temple complex and a high priest. I guess they have decided there's enough of them in the fortress that they should have just a better temple, I guess. Render the fat Shinji. A couple of gold chests ought to up the value of this place. You know what else ups the value of a place? An artifact put on display on a pedestal. So let's get that done. I'm sure the people of the sector braving will be honored to have like a really cool artifact on display. Oh. The were-hare Eral Zonolin has come. A large hare twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow red. Its dark brown hair is patchy. Now you will know why you fear the night. God, look at that thing. It is, terrifying. It's not Batman. Alright. I wonder, are there such things as werebats in this game? Let's see. Werebeast. There's a were-wombat, but not a werebat. And there are Batmen. Alright. Go on over and kill it. Oh, what a... Oh. Oh, it's encountered some, like, intelligent undead and is just, like, attacking it in the river here. Oh, that's not a good thing because, oh no, this guy has been attacked a whole bunch. I think, oh. This intelligent undead just punched all of its teeth out. Oh no, this guy is gonna turn into a fucking were creature now as well. I doubt that this guy hasn't been bitten. Yeah, he has like bitten the gaunt one a couple of times. So now this thing's gonna turn into an intelligent undead were-rabbit. Okay. The were-hare is mangled to death. You know what? Let's just pop this guy out here. And let's see where he goes. Like Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Unironically, though. Doesn't feel anything while experiencing trauma. He is injured a whole lot. Fun man. Oh, right. Yeah, there's no way in here. That's why they're stranded. Okay, okay. All right. Let's see if this intelligent undead actually makes his way inside now. In fact, now that we know that this individual is bitten, I'm just gonna pop him in there for a moment. And then we're going to pull this lever here. Regardless of whether or not this a dwarf's name is Kronk, you know, we'll have someone pull a lever here. Now we, how did you get out? Get back in there. There we go. Wait, where the hell did he go? He is too intelligent for his own good. How did he get up there? Did he climb? Not allowed. Thunk. And then we close the door. Slams into the obstacle here. Alright, now we pull this lever here, and we allow him to take care of whatever's in here. And then of course we pull the drawbridge lever again so he cannot just climb out. Okay, so yeah, there's a necromancer in here, this dwarf gaunt one, and then this human who is a were-llama. We'll see what happens after everything, I guess. Lever pulling and a guy who turns into a llama. I know. A llama? He's supposed to be dead. Oh, none of them appear to be hostile to one another, so we're just gonna wait until one of them changes. Looks like our Mark's dwarves are kind of getting along here. Getting better at shooting at things. Got plenty of good bone bolts being made here. They'll need better than that if they're ever required to defend the fortress, but it's a good start. Good. We are melting down some of the weapons that we have salvaged from the reptile people. Still got plenty more to get, but it's a start. Okay, now that we've got this pedestal, let's see what we put on display. I know that we've got plenty of cool scepters, so how about, yeah, this one made of sandstone. That should really up the value of the cathedral. Looks like the merchants have finally headed off. They'll bring back tales to the mountain home of just of like how gosh darn awesome our fortress is, and then that will no doubt attract more monstrous creatures who want to do us harm. For such is the way of Dwarf Fortress. Once tales of wealth start spreading, that's when monsters like to show up. Yeah, I want all of this like moat area walled off, just in case anything manages to climb its way through. We got plenty of adamantine threads. How much of it is actually? We have 14 wafers now. That's quite a bit. Okay, one of our armor smiths is now officially competent. Competent is good, but it's not enough to... It's not adamantine good, you know? It doesn't quite fit the bill. We need people who are better than that. One ponytail over here is currently melting down an iron helm. Good. I only had them make 100 of them because I want them melted down afterwards. It gives people practice with forging, and it gives them practice with smelting. And sure, some of these iron helms are really good, but we don't need iron helms when we can make steel. And at this rate, we're going to hit maximum pop cap. And at that point, I think it would be cool if we just turned like literally half of the fortress into military dwarves. After all, we have more than enough to make it happen. We have a shitload of weaponsmiths. We have a small group of armor smiths. Why not have more people, you know, learn how to fight? See, the High Priest of the Sector Breathing is ready to be recognized. Ah, okay. I knew that artifact scepter would do it. So we recognize the High Priest. Let's see. Yeah, this guy, Dacost. You are now the Holy Blaze. And Tyrus becomes the Exalted Shell. Praise Savod, god of war and fortresses. Wait, we need refined coal? I suppose, yeah, we need the charcoal for the carbon of it, I guess. And this is why I'll be glad to be done with making all of this steel. Once we have enough adamantine, we won't need to worry about lesser materials. And again, I suppose in some way we will always need some of these like lesser materials. Because adamantine is only a limited material. Okay, let's explore this vault here. You know, as one of the last things that we'll do tonight. We'll take ourselves a little dive into some of these vaults and see if anything is worth checking out, you know? Okay, Saxel here is an adequate armor smith. We can do better. I would really love it if one of our armor smiths went into a strange mood and made some sort of legendary weapon, a legendary piece of armor. So that would really kickstart our ability to like make good armor, to really properly use the adamantine. But you know what? Since we're gonna have plenty of it anyway, how about we make ourselves a nice adamantine weapon of some sort? I'm really happy about the quest 3s. Quest 3s? Is that a... Oh, that's a VR chat thing, isn't it? Oh, Quest 3S. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, is that a VR chat thing? Like, I know that quests are a type of avatar, I think. It's like an Xbox S, but you can play VR chat on it. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm glad that you've found VR chat as a way to explore social interactions and gender and all that fun stuff. Quest is a VR that you... Gotcha. Okay. Let's do a fortification into that so that we can then look in and see what's inside here. I bet that's really good for exercise too. Okay, here we go. Weapon. Adamantine. Let's make an adamantine spear. We'll give it to Petra, the captain of our tower guard. Awesome. I'm glad that you're having a good time. Getting yourself some exercise and also having fun. Here we go. This weaponsmith, how good are they? They're a legendary weaponsmith. Okay, so what? Yeah, they are gonna make a fantastic spear. They have to.
Trans rights, darling.
Mm-hmm. Hey, yo. Erith Kubok no Singh, the weaponsmith, has been possessed. Oh. Okay, okay. There they are. They're a skilled weaponsmith. Can't help but notice they're moving away from the forge. Oh, they want to. Oh, never mind then. They want to do a stoneworker's workshop. Boo. All right, let's see what's inside this vault. Well, hey, you know... Oh, shit.
Trans rights. Damn it.
We saw nothing. A minor magma incident. God, I saw someone like try to use the Duke Nukem. Oh yes, okay. It was a masterwork adamantine spear. Okay. So I saw someone use the try to dunk on trans people using the fucking Duke Nukem AI, and I'm like, if you have to use AI to like dunk on people, especially when the person whose voice you're stealing has literally said like trans rights, damn it, then you know you've lost the argument. Okay, new weapon, spear,
Trans rights.
material, adamantine. Confirm. Alright, so Petra is now going to go and pick up new equipment. Or at least she should be. Yeah, it's reminds me a lot of like apparently a while back TERFs were like trying to talk shit about like Terry Pratchett's daughter. You're saying that your father would have agreed with us about biological sex, and I'm like, no, he wouldn't have. And if your position is so bad that you have to like turn to dead people and imagine that they agree with you, then you are indeed a friendless loser. Because they're literally just imagining that Terry Pratchett would have been their ally. So have you not seen the have you not seen just yeah, like, have you not seen just how based Terry Pratchett was when it came to like everything? He was he would definitely be like politically left these days. He talked at great length about like how like government was bad and how like cops were basically a a lot of cops were kind of shit. He talked at great length about that. He talked about how important it was to be like individually free, and hell, there's literally like a trans man in Monstrous Regiment, like just you know, a like sexed female, you know, but spends his entire life being a guy, doing guy things in like the most ridiculously masculine way possible, and everybody assumes that he is a guy because of how well he plays the part. And then at the end of the book, he gets to go home to like a child who doesn't know any of this and continues to live his life as a guy, which is really cool. What caused that all of a sudden? Why are there suddenly combat logs there? Okay, no matter. Okay, so this stonecraft here is going to be made of raw adamantine, kaldonite, sterling silver, green diamonds, and unicorn bone. So whatever it is, it's gonna be really cool. While we're at it, let's see. Those two steel anvils, I want those melted down, because each of those is going to make a full bar of steel without us having to go through the lengthy process of everything else. I just want to check something. There are 544 reptile people. God, no wonder the game is lagging a bit. Okay, you know what? Let's do a little bit of squishy squish here. We'll pulverize some of these lizard people. Now that we've gotten some of those weapons out of the way. Okay, we just need to get a couple of dwarves down here to mess around with these levers, and then we crush a whole bunch of them. Hi, Zelda. Yes, you're very cute. Yeah, the game is laggy enough with 194 dwarves without also having like over 500 reptile people. Okay, ooh. Look away for a moment and the dwarves are gone. Oh hey, the were llama is up and running and is gonna start murdering the necromancers. Ooh. Erith Kubuk no Singh, the weaponsmith, has created Gorot Gethust, a raw adamantine scepter. She claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor Carol Granite Smoothness. That's going to be a hell of a scepter. This is a raw 122,000 dwarf bucks. A raw adamantine scepter. All crafts dwarf shippers at the highest quality. It is encrusted with round raw adamantine cabochons and encircled with bands of sterling silver. This object menaces with spikes of cowlinite, green diamond, and unicorn bone. That's a powerful scepter right there. Excellent piece of jewelry. Okay. Looks like the reptile people recognize that there is a path to the fortress. Ghost Queen Kai, fellow trans streamer, Street 18 plus Ghost Girl. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're probably gonna raid out here real soon. Oh hey, Archangel is on his way to pull the lever. What if we were to just, you know, just for the sake of speed. All right. Pull the lever, Kronk. Okay. The lever is up. Now let's see just how many of these reptile people we can squimsh. Yeah, these reptile people already know that these weapon traps are here, so it is likely that they are going to teach each other to avoid some of them. Whoa, there goes one. Whoa. Okay, some of them are still stepping on the weapon traps and getting annihilated. Yep, there goes some guts. There are so many here. Okay, some of them are still getting absolutely buzzsawed to death, though. And who can blame them? They are facing hundreds of massive blades, spiked iron balls, and various different weapons that we have just pumped into these traps. Many of them just weapons that we have looted from our enemies. What's happening in game? So Archangel here, your dwarf, is standing by with these levers. The reptile people are wandering through this trap corridor. They're getting absolutely shredded, pulped eviscerated, disemboweled, just chunked to death. And then once they reach this open bit of corridor here, you're gonna pull the lever, and this bridge will come down and smash any of them that have managed to get through so far. It's not looking good for them. There's even some whips in there. Whips, mauls, spears, battle axes. This should definitely do something to help with the lag, because, as mentioned before, there are hundreds of these assholes. And I would very much like more of them to stop existing. Well, that one there is unconscious, so let's just pull the other lever. And this bridge will crush. Whoa. It looks like we literally cannot see some of them. Slam. We raise an undead army yet? We are working on it. We want the volunteers to be suitably powerful before we start raising them, you know? Got a question if anyone can help. You want to make paper. Got the quern to press the pigtail slurry glob, but can't make sheets from the press. Let's see, so scroll. Let's see, sheets can be made, so yeah, you mash them into slurry at the quern, and then you press them on a screw press. It's possible that the glob isn't located in a stockpile. There's unpressed slurry / glob. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. It is possible that it's just not in the appropriate stockpile for the dwarf to locate. Yeah, do a check and see if maybe it's just being carried by a dwarf or something. Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Normally I do Dwarf Fortress on Fridays, but yeah, I had to cancel some plans.
Patronizing the cocktail lounge. Enjoy your stay.
Well, hey, thank you very much for the follow. Follows are anonymous, but very much appreciated. That makes you follower number 1614. Welcome, welcome. This is the Fortress of Gravegate, a necromancer tower. No, well, I very much appreciate that. And if you have, if you like Dwarf Fortress and you want to know what the backstory is behind this particular fortress, you can check out my YouTube right there, because this is part 11 of an ongoing series, and you can watch this fortress's rise to power. Let's see, this barracks isn't being used right now. Let's see, the volunteers are training up nicely. Okay, the volunteers are down here. Let's see what their skills are like. Novice. Legendary Marks Dwarf, Novice Swords Dwarf. Yeah, these particular dwarves have a long way to go before they before they're up to snuff. Well, we haven't found anything that is, that would fit that bill yet, Archangel. But we are in the kind of area where we could potentially find angels. It's definitely something we've looked into. Is Sid Dwarf still alive? Yes. And currently making some bones into bolts, so that our Marks Dwarves can practice. She says, I'm at my best under pressure. What's her mood currently like? Am I able to make the adamantine armor? I am, but right now, let's see, Sid is happy right now. Yeah, the problem with making the adamantine armor is I want it to be good. And right now, there just isn't an armor smith in the fortress that I would trust to make it really good. I want it to be at its absolute best. So right now, we have dwarves right now just working their damnedest to make hundreds of iron helmets. The reason to have iron helmets is basically to train up their armor smithing skill. And this one is a competent armor smith. With every iron helm that he creates, he gets a little bit better. Once he's powerful enough, then we will we'll get them working on adamantine. Yep, I feel like adamantine is definitely, it's not necessarily angelic, but it was created by the gods. Some people say it was created by the gods to keep in the demons. Would that not make it divine? I certainly think so. The glob was in the refuse? Oh, okay. That explains it. It was probably... Was it set to forbidden then? That's probably what caused it then. If it was in the refuse stockpile, probably got set to forbidden, so then the dwarves are just like, what globs? I don't know what globs there are there. Like if it gets set to be dumped, then typically it gets forbidden so that the dwarf doesn't have access to it. So then if the dwarf doesn't have access to it, if you're trying to get it pressed into paper, the dwarf doesn't know that it's supposed to. Are there any demonic-based items? Not really. Technically, the only angels that ever appear in the game, or almost always, there are angels of evil gods. And so the divine metal that we find based off of those angels reflects that nature. So some divine metal is, say, rusted or pitted or corroded if it's a god of, like, filth or murder or something. Like, yeah, if we take a quick look at the divine metal, and see if it's a god of blight, then it could be rusted metal. If it's a god of chaos, it could be twisting metal. If it's a god of disease, it could be black metal or pockmarked metal, blistered, or if it's a god of muck, it could be slick metal. If it's a god of torture, it could be searing metal. If it's a god of thunder, it could be booming metal. If it's a god of storms, it can be crashing metal. So yeah, you get all sorts of metal. Some of it, yeah, just because something is divine does not mean it is good. twisted metal in your honor. Hell yeah. We will definitely look into these vaults, and if there is anything like that, we'll be sure to try and reverse engineer it. The only problem with that is melting it down does not give a high amount of returns. Our Baron, our Queen once again wants querns and bucklers. Gonna have the smoke, fair enough. Alright, so we've got gold, platinum, galena, all located down here. We don't get to do a whole lot with gold or platinum or silver because there just isn't any in this mountain. We've looked hard, far and wide, and it just does not show up a whole lot. Let's see, we got diamonds, we got, whoa, shit, run from the lava. Child, don't play near the lava. Only fools fall in lava. Alright, let's see. Did Petra finally get the adamantine spear? There it is. A masterful adamantine spear. So now Petra is equipped with what is quite possibly the best weapon in the fortress. It's light, it holds an amazing edge, and in the hands of a legendary spear dwarf and legendary fighter, there is almost nothing that thing won't be able to just destroy. Let's see. What do we have for steel? Okay, we're almost through like making the 100 steel bars that I asked for. Does the spear have a name yet? It does not. But, you know, Petra will potentially make one eventually. You know, if she gets attached to the spear, then she'll get there. Okay, it looks like Sid is currently grabbing some limestone to help make some of the steel. Because even if we do have a lot of adamantine, we still do need steel. Because steel is just easier to make. All right, so next time I think we'll focus more on getting the water chamber up and running, because in addition to having some of our members ascend into a higher plane of consciousness, we also have Kitty moved over here. Yeah, in addition to having the volunteers move to a higher plane of consciousness, we also want to use the water to help make a combat therapy chamber. Because there are plenty of angry dwarves that we could use to could use some cheering up. So yeah, next time we'll work on a drowning chamber. I mean, ascension chamber, and also a combat therapy mist generator area. Yeah, that's Zelda. She's been with me a great many years now. All right, last thing to do here. We're gonna up the number of doors that we're gonna get made, and I think that'll be it for now. Yeah, she's a Siamese tabby mix. Yeah, we have made our first adamantine weapon. We are working hard on getting more adamantine and upping the skills of our armor smiths. Ooh, one of them is proficient now. That is really good. We are gonna have to work on getting more skilled armor smiths. How old is your dwarf? Good question. Your dwarf is 64 years old. That's not bad for a dwarf. See. Oh, you've got a Sphinx cat. Oh, that's cool. Bites your toes during the night when you're too agitated. Yep, that sounds like cat behavior. Just like, hey, things moving too much. Time to go hum. All right, looks like Sid is opting to put a dwarf in on your behalf. So, do you have a preference for what kind of dwarf? We've got a whole bunch of different dwarves. We've got a cardinal man. We've got elves. We've got goblins. I think we even have a couple of humans. We have a masked lovebird woman. We got all sorts of things here. I have one with a cat following around. Good question. Let's see. This one is a pet of Oda Mawad. Okay. Let's see. Oda. That's an elf. Let's take a look at the different cats and see which of them has an owner. God. Oh no, wait, that's not gonna. Okay. Cat. Here we go. Pet of Einod Kubukbal. Okay. Einod. Here we go. This will be an excellent dwarf. This is the dwarf that is responsible for killing a necromancer that we stole their book from. Einod Lancetone's The Fatal Smith. Alright, well, you shall be... Let's see. Is it Baosuf? I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. But yeah, of Gravegate. Slayer of Edry Gleamglow. Amazingly agile, unbelievably strong, basically unbreakable, absolutely inexhaustible, and quick to heal. His very long beard is braided, his short sideburns are neatly combed, his medium-length mustache is neatly combed, his hair is clean-shaven, his thin iris amethyst eyes are sunken, his teeth are gapped, his slightly upturned nose is narrow, his small-lobed splayed-out ears are tall, his lips are thin, his hair is ochre, and his skin is pale brown. Yeah, the first ever squad that I made were hammer dwarves because I wanted to have people that were ready to put down zombies and necromancers. Gotcha. He's an astounding feel for the position of his own body, stunning feel for spatial relationships, unbreakable focus, uncanny intuition, an amazing memory, great analytical abilities, and very good creativity, but little patience. Very slow to anger, could be considered rude, doesn't cling tightly to ideas and is open to changing his mind, generally finds himself quite hopeful about the future, tends to think before acting, is quite comfortable with others that have a different appearance or culture, a calm demeanor, feels envious of others, has a greedy streak, can handle stress, is grateful when others help him out, and tries to return favors. Rarely speaks when angry, bites his nails when he's annoyed. When he gets excited, it's easy to tell because he drums his fingers. He personally thinks there is something deeply wrong with those that persevere through adversity, finds maintaining decorum a silly, fumbling waste of time, and sees sacrifice as foolish. Dreams of crafting a masterwork, and that dream was realized. He likes horn silver, platinum, white jade, giant moose hoof, the color dark blue, cats for their aloofness, cave reeds for their beautiful color, the sound of the intricacy of cherishing, and the sight of the lavender pantomime. When possible, he prefers to consume apple cider. Beautiful, good taste. Yeah, platinum. Like, this is a dwarf of refined tastes, even though he finds decorum a fumbling waste of time. Love it. But hey, welcome to the fortress. And with that, I'm going to call it a day because it is 1/4 to midnight. Yeah, you are very welcome. Alright everybody. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, hit the subscribe button, and remember that the world is only as dark as we allow it to be.